Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Abel Vasquez Osuna and this is a short video presentation for my English 2010 course on the Persuasion Effect project. I like to call it the single payer option. Welcome. I propose you to listen to this short video presentation so that you may take away how our healthcare system is being changed at the moment, so that you may think about what is being proposed out there by politicians throughout the next few years. But before we continue, let's start by defining what payer systems are. A payer system is a system designed to help cover medical expenses and fees for everybody in a country. There's two major types of payer systems, and I'm using the Health Information Technology Foundation to help define these for you. A single payer system is one in which one entity controls medical fees, premiums, and medical payments for all medical services. It brings universal coverage, meaning everybody in that country is welcome to use it, and it won't cost them a single penny. It also offers free minimal coverage for everybody, which means if you need to go see a doctor at a clinic for a simple sore throat or a major headache, you're more than welcome to. You come in, they see you, it won't cost you a penny. A multi-payer system, on the other hand, is one that is run by private health insurances, and they control medical fees, premiums, and medical payments for all medical services. A great advantage is that you must pay to have access, which means less people can pay, less people are able to pay, so then less people, meaning there's less time restriction. And you also get choices. Different plans cover different services. This means that you can choose to have a plan that pays for major surgeries and helps cover you, or just plans that cover minimal clinical visits through a year for you and your family. So what's the problem with these systems? Well, a single payer system, since everyone has access to it, it also becomes time restricted. So if 1,000 people can see a doctor at a clinic, you might have to wait for 1,000 people to go through before your turn comes up. And not everything's covered. Since it's free, only a certain amount of things can be covered for free by that entity, and then it's up to you to pay the rest. A multi-payer system, on the other hand, since you have to pay for all the coverages, and because you have to pay, sometimes they can become unaffordable, because you may have to pay $20,000 for your out-of-pocket maximum before your insurance helps cover you for the rest of the year. Now, why is it important that we pay attention to these systems? Well, in this article from The Atlantic, Bernie Sanders makes his pitch for single-payer systems. Brought to you by Claire Foreman, September 13, 2017. That's about 2 months ago from this posting of the presentation. Our healthcare is trying to be changed for better or for worse. Some people see it one way, some people see it another. Why? Well, the multi-payer system that we currently have in the United States is not running the best. It's becoming expensive, and some of the politicians, such as Bernie Sanders and some other governors, about 16 who are backing him up on his pitch for single payer, believe that we could change to a much better system. It's happening right now. It's not only happening nationwide, as brought to you by The Atlantic, but it's also happening statewide. Senate Bill 562 is a bill that could bring a single-payer healthcare system with universal coverage to California. According to Scott Graves, author of 3 Key Principles that should guide efforts to create a single-payer healthcare system in California, he talks about that we should have 3 main ideas while pursuing a single-payer system anywhere. He proposes to create a comprehensive transition plan, to assume the gradual phase-in of a single-payer system, and let the voters weigh in. Why is he saying this? Well, one, we want to make an understandable plan. We want to make it easily transitionable from multi-payer to single-payer, and to let the voters weigh in means to let the people in. Don't just let governors and everybody in the government choose what's right for the people. Let the people weigh in on this opinion. Let them be out there and choose if it's right or not for the country or for the state. Some people are afraid that once a single payer system takes over, that multi-payer system will cease to exist, but this is not true. In a commentary made by Colleen M. Flood, Is the Canadian system right for the United States? She states that private insurances complete each individual's health coverage, meaning you can still keep your multi-payer system around, it just might not be as effective or as large scale as it once was. In a quote that she states, failure to cover prescription drugs in the public plan drives 66% of Canadians to hold private health insurances. Because while they have free or single payer systems set up in Canada to help them with minimalistic free coverages, a lot of them still need some type of a private insurance to help them pay for prescription drugs. But how can we get there? Changing from a multi-payer system that we have today to a single-payer system that we want to have is not an easy change. Dean Baker, in his CEPR article, Can We Pay for Single-Payer, states two major things. It will take time to get there, and it will be expensive. It won't be an easy route, because we have dug our system of multi-payer in the United States so well into everything that it will take a lot of time to take out, because there's a lot of jobs in administration for it, a lot of ways that we have organized laws such as Medicare and Medicaid to work. There's a lot of things that we would need to reverse and change to a single payer type system. In a great quote that he states in his article, there almost certainly is no direct path that gets us to such a system from where we are today. Thank you very much for listening to this presentation, and I hope you learned that single-payer systems, while they are a great choice to go to in the future to start helping cover many citizens of the United States, it will not be easy and painless to get there. It will take time, years maybe, and it will take money. But the overall pluses that we get is that everybody will be able to have great free some type of insurance, to be able to see doctors for free or help them with some prescriptions. There's many different types of single payer systems. We just have to pay attention to how the government is trying to implement them for the future and think what is right for our country, not just right for each one of us. Thank you very much, and stay tuned to see a list of all my resources. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.